This story happened to me a long time ago, but it traumatized me for life. I used to be very into gaming, but I had a very bad reputation. I was constantly scamming people on the internet for real money. All the sites blocked me, but I still found a way. I had no friends and I lived alone. My parents forgot about me, and frankly, I forgot about them too. But let me start from where my story began. One day I heard my doorbell ring. To be honest, I was surprised. No one knew about me at all in real life, and I had never ordered anything but food. When I opened the door, I was even more surprised. There was something square wrapped in paper. On the paper was written a gift. Inside was a CD from a game that said, "What is life?" Also, there was a strange picture of a man, but I did not pay attention to it. I decided to give it a try, so I started the game. At first, there was a black screen for 20 seconds, but then the game loaded. I was about to play, but I noticed that there was no play button. After 30 seconds, the screen was black again, and the game started to load. The first thing I saw was the seat. About 8 kids were holding hands and jumping around. Strange music started as if someone was quietly playing drums and a flute. Then all the children suddenly disappeared, and only a boy was left. Then all the children suddenly disappeared, and only a boy was left. He slowly went home, laid down in bed, and fell asleep. That strange music was still playing, and it confused me. The scene where the boy was sleeping lasted a very long time, and the music got louder and louder. Seconds before the screen cut off, I heard a loud, low howl. I had to wait for the game to start up again. 2 minutes later, a picture appeared of the same child standing on the road, as if he was waiting for someone. But there was no trees, no houses, no cars. He was standing on a dead road. After a few seconds, the picture changed to the same moment where the kids were jumping. But things changed a bit. The kids looked a little older, and the nature around them looked dirtier. I also noticed one child was missing. After the children were gone, I saw a child crying in the road. He was hungry and had lost his home. Then I saw an inscription on the screen. Click. I clicked with my mouse, and then the kid turned into a creepy mess. He became a mixture of meat and bones. It was a horrible sight. And right after that, the screen changed to that child that was sleeping in his bed last time. His house looked prettier than before. He slept in a beautiful snow-white bed, and the chandeliers looked much better. The picture of the child standing in the road appeared again, but this time a tree appeared out of nowhere in front of him. It's the same again. There were fewer children, the village got dirtier, another child died, and the main child's house got better. And naturally, there were more trees each time. I couldn't stop the game or pause it. But suddenly at some point, everything changed dramatically. The screen went out, but then it showed a rich grown man standing in the woods. There were 7 trees in front of him, and under each of them were the corpses of dead children. Then the screen started to glitch very badly. I saw that those trees were stretching their branches and reaching for the man. They pierced his chest, and the screen abruptly changed to the face of one of the trees. On the screen appeared the inscription, "You will burn for your sins." The screen went out for a minute. After a pause, I saw the police arresting the man. In the background, I could hear thunder and deep wailing. 30 seconds later, I saw a group of police officers hanging him from those very creepy trees. The screen froze for a moment, and suddenly the image of a man appeared. And just like that, it said the following inscription: "Life is when you're born happy, live happily, and die happy. Don't you know who that man is?" After that, the game crashed. I still remember that game, and I don't sleep at night. And I stopped scamming people for money, for one reason only. At the time, I looked at the grown man suffering for his sins, and I didn't understand who he was. Now, I do.